Maybe 52.
Nope. Right there. I think that little mare on the by herself.
Yeah, that's a good kill.
That's 1844.
I'll just be alone on him and you.
We were able to save an amazing 26 horses tonight. And I can't possibly thank you enough for donating to make that possible. It is absolutely just incredible that we were able to save 26 lives tonight. There's over 100 horses, so unfortunately we weren't able to save them all or anywhere close. But for those 26 precious lives, it made a world of difference. And again, we couldn't have done it without you. So I'm gonna go find Jenna and I'm gonna ask, how are they doing medically? Because as a licensed vet tech, she's gonna be able to give us a lot of answers.
Edema all along his abdomen. Super crippled. I would not be surprised if he had a heart murmur or heart failure pushing all that fluid down.
What are we giving him?
We're gonna give him Butte, just to try to make him more comfortable until we can get him fully looked at by our vet.
It's just the wood.
So on the whole, how are the horses doing this evening?
So not as bad as last auction. We do have a couple that right off the bat are pretty critical, but I think we got a lot that just really need some groceries and some love. So I'm hopeful.
Is this our pen of animals?
Yes, this pen is ours. This pen over here is ours.
So we're moving the horses. They put them in some pretty tight pens up front, and we're going to move them back to some larger pens where they can be more comfortable for the next few hours while our staff goes back and gets just a few hours of sleep. And we're going to be back at it in just a few hours, getting these horses just their initial assessment, and then we're going to be loading them up and hauling them to the shelter for their intake process. There's supposed to be a lot more horses coming, so. Keith is leading one. They're not very excited about moving, huh?
They don't want to move. This one wants to go back in with that.
Come on, babies. Come on, babies. Come on, babies.
Getting the horses sorted so they can be comfortable for the night. And they're wondering why in the world I'm down here videoing them, but they'll be okay.
Yep.
What a big meal. What do you think of the animals we rescued tonight?
Well, I think we got some good ones in here. There's always some critical ones whenever we come out here, but we did get the biggest meal I've ever seen in my life. It's older, but
That's his ears back there, isn't it?
yeah, those are his ears back there.
And that's like a
He's
6
over.
foot fence, or
He's
5
over.
foot fence at least.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He's over. That's 6 foot fence, but he's over 16 hands for sure.
Nice.
Yeah. Overall, we did pretty good out here tonight.
This is the first auction you've ever been to?
Yes, it is the first auction. I've learned a lot. It's been quite the experience. It was really interesting because seeing the horses get sold felt one way, but seeing them get loaded up into the different trucks really made you feel a lot more sorry for the situation and wish we could have saved more horses. We're now putting our horses up, but the ones that we can't know are going to be safe tonight, it's pretty heartbreaking, but we're thankful that we got to save so many, so
And what do you do at Horse Plus? Why are you here?
I am here to be able to better grasp what goes on at auction so I can write better stories so that you can get a better insight into what we do as Horse Plus. So in combination all together, we'll get a pretty good idea of how many horses and how we're saving them and what else you can do to save horses alongside what we do.
This horse has some wounds on its sides that are indicative of an animal that has to lay down a lot. But the tail is very unusual. I'm not sure why the tail is all scraped up like that. It's just horrible. So It's just hard to say what this horse's story is, and we're going to have it assessed and intake tomorrow, and hopefully the vet has some good answers for us and a good prognosis. We got them all settled for the evening, and we're going to go back to the motel. A few hours from now, we're going to be right back here. The sun comes up. It's going to be a little colder, but it's not supposed to be raining, so we're going to be doing the assessment, getting them ready to load, and then getting them back to the shelter for the full intake, and hopefully we have a lot of success tomorrow.